Welcome back, everyone. Welcome on into another episode of Baby Steps. Today, I'm going to show you a few things. We're going to do a quick one today. I'm going to show you what happens with this cup that we found in our last adventure. We're going to bring it on over to the fire tower. Then from the fire tower, I'm going to show you how to locate the crown so that we can get the crown. We've already used the beanie. So we're going to grab the crown and take the crown with us on our adventure. Once we have the crown, then we're going to skip forward and I will show you one of the fruit picks that we can do. One of my favorites, of course. So stick around. I am going to be fast forwarding through a lot of the, I would say, I don't know, in between stuff. I'll try to do as much as I can so that you can see exactly where you need to go and maybe some of the steps that you can take, but you should be able to find it even if I don't show you directly how to get there. You'll be able to kind of meander your way there. So you can see here we are. There's that big tower up there. We'll do that one another day. There is the campfire for the night, which we're not going to quite yet, but we will. Both of those are on hills. One of them, you have to do the campfire first before you can get to that big tower. I've tried getting to the big tower without finishing this area. It just doesn't happen. All right. So what you want to do is come here. You put this in to the box. It gives you a scene to do it. You press your space button.
Giving me a real sense of trophy.
Yeah, a sense of trophy. Then you get yourself a nice little achievement. You hear a little clink, clink. Yay, hooray. Climb on up this tower. This one is not that difficult to get up. It's your basic baby step, your baby march. Make sure you kind of catch the edge of the steps. You don't want to step too deep into them because your toe on your other foot will get caught. See? Like that. So pull it out and then keep going. But if you just step on the front part of the steps, you won't run into that problem as much. This isn't a big deal on this fire tower, but it becomes a very big deal on some of the later ones where they've made it very difficult for you to get out. All right, so we are going to use this telescope. I think it's a telescope. It looks like a telescope, a viewfinder, whatever it is, monocular, spyglass, thingamabob. So you have to get around. Okay, so you can see that that's there, but where is that in our heading? It's tough to see, but you can kind of see it. If you look, it's up where that like lip is there. Not too far up. You can, I'm going to kind of try to see if I can swing it right around. You can see there's kind of like a bump there. There. Yeah. See the bump? All right. Well, we will head down there. So what I'm going to do, let me fast forward a bit. I'm going to get to that part and I will show you where it is exactly. All right. Hang tight. Okay. So there are several ways to get there, but basically, once you get to the crossroads section here, you'll see this little post here. One of them is going to head up to your campsite area. The other one is going to seem to head back down the mountain. Now, this is like a little further up from the fire tower. It's maybe like 2 levels up. So if you were to go straight, that's going to lead you further closer to your campsite. But if you take this downward road right here, or downward path, I should say, this is going to bring you to where you need to be. One of the ways that you'll be able to find it is I'll show you as we head down. There's that, see that old tree that's there? We want to get to that old tree and we'll come back to it because that's going to be where we're going to do our fruit picking later. But get to that old tree first and then it's down. See that stuff down the bottom just below there? And we'll be able to get down there pretty easy. You can almost just throw yourself down, but you can see our campsite is right up there. When you get near this place, you'll be able to locate it by finding the trees sticking out. You can always see these from pretty far away, so it's not that bad. I love how the propeller just spins on our head. It's like, do. So when you look up at the campsite from anywhere below in this area, you will see those dead trees and you will see kind of like the outcrop of rock. So this is a place where you can pick a fruit. We'll do it later. But from here, yeah, you see how that kind of lines up there? From here, you're going to go just straight down. I'm going to walk through it with you just for now so you can see what I'm talking about. Then when we come back, I'll just kind of flip back up. All right. You see that little nook thing sticking out there? That's where we're heading right to start, at least. And then we will go to the actual spot from there. So let's get down. Yeah, I kind of glance around here for a little bit. And then I decide to kind of keep moving. I did these previously. I'm just kind of doing a voiceover for you. It's a little trick of the editing, you know, little fancy pants computer stuff. All right, you see that like wolf shaped thing down there? I think it like looks like a wolf, but you could almost literally toss yourself off the edge and then head to that little marker over that way in front of us. But sometimes we walk and we go slow just because it's more fun and because I am not really willing to let go of the beady yet until I have the crown. But let me just fast forward this a little bit for you. All right, so we'll move a little bit quicker now. That's where we're going. See that swamp? So head down to this pile of rocks that's standing over here. Then turn yourself around once you get to the bottom. Just whoop, whoop. It squeaks like a mouse when you put them on fast forward. All right. This part, I'd hate to say that this is not too treacherous because it depends on what you're carrying and what you're doing. If you fall in the water, you can lose your hat sometimes and have a little bit of a difficulty fishing it out. Or if you're carrying something, you might lose it. Or if it's something that's, I don't think you can come back here with the breakable stuff, but you might want to practice doing the walk across this as if it was real life anyway, because there's going to be so many times in the game that you're going to need to do tightrope walk that, or balance beam, I guess you could call it, that you want to practice this as much as you can. You could technically cut across the water, try to claw your way out, but probably best get yourself your little bit of practice in. This is going to be a skill that you want to develop. You should be able to do this without pausing. You should be able to do this with just holding down W. But most people, when they hold down W, can't really walk anyway. So walking straight while holding down W is even harder for them. So if you have to, do the tap W and tap right mouse, tap forward with left mouse, tap forward with right mouse. Do the baby steps, the baby march, what we call it. All right. And then you can see down here, that's where we came from, way back that way. So it's quite a ways to get up here. So don't get discouraged. It will take you a while. Just look for the tower. It's essentially what you want to do. Let the tower be your guide. The fire tower is your guide. If you find yourself heading too close to the campsite, you can get to the tower from the campsite. It's just easier to kind of catch it on the way. So this part isn't super difficult, but these bushes do hold you up a bit. They trip you if you try to move a little too fast, or your foot will get caught sometimes and cause you to do just like that little spill that happens. All right, so you can see there is something on the edge over here that we're looking at where that outcrop is. So we're going to try to get ourselves down without falling. You can do it, Nathan. We believe in you. We believe in you. You can always go slower than you have to if you want to. You don't want to step up on this, I don't believe, because that just spells disaster. You can fall off of here and end up pretty far back down. So go slow, and then you will see the spacebar symbol will appear at the bottom of the screen when you get close enough to grab it. But do your little testing. Do a test. Stick your arm out. Just do a quick little tap with that spacebar. Don't lean all the way. Tap, and he'll hold his arm out like a zombie a little bit. As long as you don't hold it down, he's not going to lean forward. Once you get close enough, see, we'll try it. That's a little too far. So get closer, maybe step right where this arm is, step past it, and there you go. Pick it up, and there you have it. You have your crown. Now you will lose whatever's on the top of your head at the time. So long, Beanie. We do love you, but I wanted to get the crown for the next scene. All right, let me stop this for a bit, and I will meet you guys back at... All right, here we are at the fruit pick, and let's climb up this wall. And you're gonna go, this part's pretty easy. There's only like 2 challenging parts. I think you can probably do the walk from this branch that's coming up here and get to it, but I'm not sure if you can get up to pick it. So we aren't gonna actually take this branch to get there. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna pass by this branch. Yeah, that's right, Nathan. You tell him. All right. Step downs are pretty normal around here. You can just kind of stick that foot out over the edge so it's hanging and then let it drop. And then once you hang out just enough, let it drop carefully. If you do that, you won't fall. So let it hang for a sec and then drop, kind of aim so you make sure you get it. There you go. And then once we get past this part, we'll be able to get onto the other branch and climb and pick the fruit. Now, I am going to be out of here. Once we do the fruit cutscene, I'm not even going to say anything. You're going to watch the fruit cutscene, and then it's just going to be over. It's all over for you. I'm telling you. But until then, so you don't need a lot of skill to get this one. This is one of my favorite ones because it's an easy one to build your confidence on. So at this point, now we have to step across. This is the toughest part. Do the step across. Got to be brave to do it. And now inch your way forward because you don't want to slide. Inch your way forward. Get close enough. And that should do it. I think we can get it. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out. Like and subscribe.
Ooh, is that a persimmon? Oh, yes. Oh, that was so good. Yes, not astringent at all. Just perfect and jammy and funky persimmon.
I'm out. You're up.